Also, apparently the ad's been done for a while, and I just got distracted with the Pando. Hi everyone. Good evening. Hope you're having a wonderful Tuesday. Foxy, we got a wonderful stream on for you guys. So, we got some chess puzzles, and we got some Final Fantasy 14, which is installed properly, I think, unless they update it in the last, 24 hours. Hopefully not, but we're gonna proceed as if they did not. So, yeah. Everything is functional. Let's get right to it, okay? Game, chess, hide everything. Random Fox. Let's go start with daily puzzle. I can hatch with one more fox. I have black to move. No. No, we sacked the rook. Wait, do we sack the rook? How do we sack the rook? We don't sack the rook. We sack the queen. Sack the queen. Rook comes over. I knew it was a sack. I just had the wrong sack. 25 stream streak. Alright, we need to hide panel. Wasn't really relevant for that one, but I puzzle rush. Let's do it, okay? Adding streaks to it. I don't know what the point of that is, but okay. Alright, obviously we're gonna look for checks, capture, attacks, as always. This is literally our only check. They block with the knight. It's another back rank mate. I don't want to spend too much time on the back rank mate puzzles. This is a free queen plus a check. This is a check that trades queens. Actually, no, it doesn't trade queens, so you take it with the bishop. So we're just going to go for the queen. Capturing the queen is worth it. Alright, white to move. King can't move because the pawn's covering there. Another back rank mate puzzle. Very quick on those. Alright, let's go for checks. Well, we have this check. That is the only check we have. It's not that great, to be honest. Captures. Well, that pawn is a capture. This pawn is a capture. Or this bishop. This bishop. What happens if we take this bishop? Nothing. We take the bishop. Free bishop. Okay, white to move. I mean, as always, checks, capture, attacks. We go here. We capture. If they keep pushing, we take it. And we have some interesting ideas if they try to do anything else. So we're just going to take that. Bishop. Alright, checks, capture, attacks, as always. There's a lovely check there. There's a less lovely check there because they could take it, but if we go here, that's the only move. We just slide in with the queen, and that's mate. Alright, this way we got a battery here. Queen and bishop lined up. The queen can snuggle up against the king for a mate. Alright, the same deal, but this time they're not lined up, but they are teamed up on this pawn. So the queen takes with a check, covers everything, and is protected by the bishop. She's mate in one. Same deal. Bishop is lined up here. So there's a check here and a check here. Both of them are good options. This one is a mate, though. Checkmate. Exact same puzzle, now with a knight. It's checkmate. Checkmate in one. Exact same puzzle with the bishop again. Queen covers everything. It's mate. Mate in one. Usually the correct move. Exact same puzzle. Rook and queen guarding. It's mate. Okay, this is an interesting one. Okay, so we have a couple checks. We have this check. We have this check, and this check. Okay, if the queen checks, It gets taken. Now, straight up losing a queen, not great. The knight check, though. We lose a knight, right? Well, wait. No, we don't lose a knight because the rook sees the king. So that pawn is pinned. Of course, the bishop can still take. Well, what about the other way? Pawn still can't take. King is forced to go over. But now the knight is covering this square, and the queen can line up. And can just mate. So we're going to do that. Mate in 2. Alright, this one is very silly. So, you got some checks. If you stay on this file, you're going to be taken. Something's going to take you. If you go here, the knight takes you. If you go here instead, you cover the escape squares. King can't go anywhere. They're forced to block with the knight. The bishop's guarding, though. So you can just take it. With the queen and it's mate. Alright, this is also an interesting one. So first thing you can see is you have your rooks lined up. So the rooks are guarding each other. You can slide down, go there, figure something out. However, the rook is protected and is covering the diagonal, or the line. Covering this rank. I'm bad at names. So, all you need to do is get a check on the king, right? I mean, you can check here. Bishop just takes. Exactly, check. Good eye. The knight goes here. You check the king. Knight cannot be taken. It's just mate. Mate in 1. Almost always the correct move. Alright, so I have some ideas here. So first of all, we're going to look for checks. What checks do we have? Well, the queen can move on this diagonal and check the king. That's all I see. If we go here, they can block with the pawn, which when we take it, the queen takes. So that's not going to work. If we go here, they can block with the bishop, but then we take the bishop. They can also move over. So effectively, this is their move. Because it doesn't matter whether the queen is here or here. Either way, we're taking it. Once the king is over there, we have this move, knight move here to check. Now that does block our line of sight on the queen. So queen's here, knight's here, queen's there. King has to come back. Well, then we take the queen, discover check. And that's just really good for us. So we're going to do that. Alright, so I'm looking at this one, trying to see. So checks, captures, attacks. That's a check. Loses to the knight. Queen's the same deal. A little bit worse, though. Well, what if the queen slides to g6? I guess you could also take the rook and lose that. It's also an option. What if you slide up right here, though? My king can go this way. But then what? Queen moves up. What are you going to do? Move up as well? Then rook comes up. Knight blocks. So it's just a mate in 4-ish. Alright, checks, captures, attacks. Let's look at what we have. So the rook is guarding right here. The pawn is guarding here. The pawn is covered, protected by the king. So the king is in a box. The king cannot move. There is no escape for the king. All we have to do is get a check on the king. So we can check here, but then these squares are not lit up, and the king escapes because we let him out of the box. Also, the queen can just take it. So the rook's not going to be our answer. Same deal with this. Now the bishop cannot move. It's on the wrong it's on the wrong color. The bishop cannot move there. Yep, good eye. It's a mate with a pawn. Good eye. I like to run through the ones that are not correct, to give you time to look for the ones that are correct. Okay. Checks, captures, attacks. We have exactly one check in this position. One check. We take the knight. It's also our primary attack. Well, but then we just lose our rook, right? And rook against knight is not a great deal for the knight. You do not want to be rook against knight. However, look at where that puts the king. When the king is there, do you have any checks then? Well, you have this check. King wanders off somewhere, even goes back. But what about this check? That's a fork. You win the rook, and now we have a knight and you have nothing. So that's a pretty common theme in these as well. All right, so checks, captures, attacks. What do we have? This is an interesting move. We have no checks. Well, we have one check. We could check. And this is actually a pretty common puzzle as well, but this is not the correct one in this case. You bring your queen back and try to get over there somehow. That is not the correct answer for this one. So if you go like here or something, try to win the queen, try to win this knight. Try to force the queen away so you can take this. So you can't really guard both. That's a possibility. I don't want to discount that possibility. It's definitely a possibility. And of course the queen takes, we just take. And if the knight, if the rook goes over here, we just take that as well. And trade the queens. And it's still not, it's not great for us, but it's not the worst ever either. We can try pushing here. The trouble is they have way too many things on that. They have everything lined up on that, so even going here, it's not going to be enough. That's why I'm leaning toward this move. Because it kind of forces you to make a choice. But does it? Can't you just guard here? Let me think. The pawn move just doesn't work. Even that doesn't work. We do have an extra pawn. We have 2 extra pawns. So maybe that is the answer. We go here, they go here. We go here, they take, we take. They take, we take. I think that's going to be your answer. They go there for some reason. That's a free knight. And it's still a fork because we're still attacking the bishop. That's not free. Checking does nothing. I think we just take the knight. They go there. Okay, now we trade rooks. Hi, Treeborn. Then we trade the rooks. Alright, what do we have here? Alright, this is an interesting one. So we look for checks. How many checks do we have in this position? We have 1 check in this position. 1 singular check. Also keep an eye out. We are under attack. Our queen is under attack. So ordinarily you'd either want to take their queen look for some sort of counterplay or to check their king so they cannot stop it. So if we check, they're going to take our knight. Well, that sucks. That sucks for us. But look at what the king's position is. Our bishop is looking down the line, so the king cannot escape. There's no escape. If our knight goes here and they take, well, that just opens up a big opening for the king. Do we have a piece that can exploit such an opening? Exactly. The queen can't exploit that opening by hitting that file. And that is just mate. Alright, what's the rule? Checks, captures, attacks. What do we have? Do we have any checks? Queen can slide over. It's a pretty good move. Queen can go here as well. Bishop can go there as well. So let's look at this way first. If the bishop goes over here, they can block with the knight, which wins the queen. That's a pretty good deal if you ask me. Bishop can take the queen. They can just block with the rook, which we win a rook for a bishop. Also not a bad deal. And then we're probably going to do something like this and go after something. Queen, the same deal. What if we go the other way, though? What if we check here? Well, if you look at them, king can go here. That's a move. King can go here. That's the only two moves it has. So if we were to follow up, if you look, the pawn's covering here, bishop's covering there. We can slide right up here, and either of those moves is mate. Well, what about blocks? Can they block us? Well, the knight can come in here, certainly, but we just take it. It doesn't do anything. It does absolutely nothing. Then that's the only move, and then we go here and it's mate. So, as always, mate is usually a good goal for these puzzles. Alright, again, we're looking for checks, captures, attacks. The first thing I'm going to point out is this. The knight's covering here, the pawn is covering here and here. So the king cannot go this way. If the rook comes up, protected by the other rook, that's going to force the king to this diagonal, or to this row. Okay? And then we can go up here. King did not make it over there. It was not there. Definitely not. She has to come back this way. And then we bring the other rook up. Easy peasy. It's a mate. Because the knight and the pawn are protecting the escape. And the rooks are, of course, covering their file. Up we go. Back you come. And it's mate. Alright, this looks like a pretty silly one. So as we often do, the king is kind of trapped. That's a good thing to look for whenever you're looking for, like, what kind of puzzle you're doing. So do we have any checks? We have this check, which is actually kind of terrible because there's 3 pieces that can take it. It's not great. Do we have any captures? Well, that pawn, but again, that's a terrible move. That's literally all the capture we have. What about attacks? So, we could do something where we're trying to get in here this way. But that opens up the queen to see each other, and we're just going to get taken. They have this line here that's just annoying, but not really hurting anything. For now. What about attacking the king? The king is the most valuable piece. If our queen comes here, the king has no escape again, remember? King cannot escape. They have no way to protect it. Even coming in here doesn't protect it. So what's going to happen is, when we move in, they're going to sacrifice their bishop. And we're going to take the bishop. And then we're going to try to get somewhere where they cannot check us anymore. Like right here. So that's the plan. We have to get the queen in a position where we're about to mate, and they can't stop it. And then we have to survive long enough to avoid a check for 1 round, enough to get the last mate. Or they don't make us play it out at all. So. Alright, checks, captures, attacks. That's what we always do. Checks, captures, attacks. I've been disappeared. Resort Fox. Is this one new? I don't remember. I have no memory. I don't think it's new. Alright. So first thing I'm going to point out for this one is, if you look, our king is in a terrible shape. Because we cannot move anywhere. So they're heading for a backmate mate. So if we move this rook, for example, if we check right now, okay, king moves there. Only move. Well, our bishop can't move anymore. And if they take that bishop with the rook, it's mate. Because we're going to go back, and then they're going to take our rook, and we're just mated. So that's not great. I don't see any way. Oh. I don't remember that at all. So how do we turn this to our advantage? So we only have the 1 check. We can check, but I don't know. I don't see the follow-up. What is our follow-up? This move. I almost think our goal is to get this way. Just defend? I think this is probably the best defensive move I see. Because then we trade rooks. And their knight's kind of stuck. Their knight is trapped. Knight can't go anywhere if we go here. Unless we trade rooks, and then they can get out this way. So this feels like the move. We guard the rook. Okay. This is an interesting one. Okay, so check this one out. So checks, captures, attacks. We have this check, and we have this check. 2 checks. That's all we got. 2. Let's look at this one first. If we go there, they're going to take us. We can take back, sure. But then the other one takes us, and we're just in trouble. What if we take the rook? Well, we lose our queen. That sucks. It sucks losing your queen. But what then? The rook's staring at that bishop. The bishop's staring at the bishop. So once this rook and this queen are gone, because the bishop, and it has to take, by the way, the king can't move anywhere because it's guarded by the queen's guarded by the rook. When the rook comes down, the king cannot escape. This is all covered. The rook's covered. The bishop covers there. The rook covers there. It's simply mate. Mate in 2. Easy peasy. Okay, this is a very common one again. So we have our knight infiltrated back here. keep an eye on stuff. So this is a very common puzzle. So when your queen comes into check, this is the only check again. I believe, yeah, this is the only check. They're going to block with a pawn. Well, that attacks our queen, but the knight can take it. Knight's already kind of in danger, so we lose the knight and win the rook. That's how these usually go. And naturally, if they ignore the knight and leave it there, then the knights can take the rook. Alright, this is actually a slight variation of what I'm used to. So, if you look, we have our knight guarding up here. Queen's staring down here. So if the queen comes down like that, it looks like mate. Except their knight's guarding. So we lose our queen if we do that. So we have to find a way to remove that knight. Do we have any pieces that can remove that knight? We do. So we have the rook. The rook can remove the knight and just take it right out. The only problem is they're also attacking our queen. So if we take with the rook, we lose our queen. And then we lose our attack. It's gone. Well, what if we take with the knight? They can't take our queen because they're in check. So they either have to move their king out of the way, which they can do, perfectly fine, or they can take it. But that removes the defender. And we slide right in as mate. And they didn't make us play it out. Okay, so I'm looking at this one. I feel like our goal here is to trade off the rooks. So I foresee something like this, where we go here. What if they go this way? If they go this way, and we take, and they take, and then we go here, and they go here, and we go here, we're faster. And then they can go here, and then we take their pawn. Then go for our pawn. I think that's the way to go. They go the other way anyway. So this is the line I calculated first. They go this way. So we're going to go here. They're going to take. We're going to take. And then we just walk over. We end up in the same spot. They didn't take it? Well, obviously we just take with the rook now. And now we have a rook. We don't even need these pawns. I was just flabbergasted that they did that. Like, I thought they'd take the rook. I mean, it's still absolutely winning for white, but still. All right. Okay. Shake that one off, because that was wild. Checks, captures, attacks. So, do we have any pieces that can check the king? You could argue that you do, but you could also argue that you don't, because no pieces can check the king. However, you have a pawn that can check. So the pawn can check, because right now, look where the king can go. Here, it's blocked, here's blocked, and here's blocked. So the king can go up, but if our pawn goes up, this is no longer blocked, so the king can go down. So the king has two moves at that point. So, if they go up, which I don't think they will, we can check, hit both those, and that's just mate. If they go down and take our knight, okay, what do we have then? So now we're covering these two squares, this square, and this square. So the king is kind of boxed in. If we bring our bishop back, It checks the king. He has nowhere to go. It's been mate. So no matter which way, he went up. I didn't think he would go up either. I thought he would go down, but whatever. It's still mate. No, it isn't mate. I'm stupid. It's not mate. If we check, he can go here. Then we can go up, because we're covering here as well. Okay, there it is. Pawn moves up. Pawn mate. It's mate. All right, let's think here. Let's think here for a minute. So the king is kind of boxed in, guarded by some pieces. We can go here, but the knight just goes there. What else do we have? So this pawn is protected. This 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 is protected. The rook is not protected. That is kind of scary. Not going to lie, this is kind of scary. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. So, hi, welcome. Welcome, welcome. Jay, is it? Will Jay do? So if we do something like this, where we attack the queen, they're going to take our rook and then trade queens, and then we're just in a really bad spot. If you go like right here, they're going to take our bishop and I don't know, K Sapphire maybe? I don't know. I just do puzzles. So I don't think it's a great gift. Am I out of tea? I am out of tea. Okay. I will have to do something like this, where the rook comes in and attacks the queen. We lose this pawn. But again, we're covering most of the escape. So do we get something for it? We can slide up here. That opens up that, which is kind of annoying. I don't really want to deal with that. I feel like the idea here is we have the queen trapped. So they're going to go there. I just don't know what the follow-up is. I'm not 100% sure the follow-up. They're gonna take our pawn. Oh, the other move. I'm stupid, because knight's coming there as well. We forced the trade. I knew it had somewhere had to do with the queen. Well, thank you. All right, checks, captures, attacks, as always. So I don't see a single check at all. There are no checks in this position. Unfortunate. What about captures? All right, we capture this bishop. That's an option. Not a great option because we lose our rook. What about attacks? Well, we can attack the queen with one of these moves. Excuse me, that's a bonus of getting our bishop out of, our rook out of danger. We can attack the queen and lose our queen instantly. Because if you got one piece hanging, why not go ahead and hang a second one? That's an option as well. But let's look at these two attacks. So if we go here, we're protected by the bishop. Queen's not going to take, because we're going to take it back. Queen can wander off somewhere, and then we really gain nothing from it. Nothing gained. Nothing lost, but nothing gained. They could also wander off down here and start threatening some infiltration things. What about this move? Yeah. Yeah, sorry, Jay, I try to explore them based off of which ones are not the right move. Just so I'm not solving them too quickly. So if we go here, obviously they can take, we can take, and we're pretty happy with that. Because we're going to get some ideas very soon after that, I believe. But if they move off, then we get this. Is there anything better, though? Because obviously we trade this, we trade this. Do we have anything better? I don't see anything. My queen moves. Now the rook is staring at the rook. What's our follow-up here? Bring a second rook? Force the queen even further over so we can win that for free. I like it. But what happens if they take? What do they take? That's check. We gotta take it back. We take this, we take this. I think we're very happy in that scenario. So let's move the second rook over. We take, they take. Okay, then we didn't finish it, but that's okay. All right, this is a sneaky one. All right, so checks, captures, attacks. We have exactly 2 checks in this position. So the first one you're going to think of is take the rook. King's going to take, and then what do we have? We have nothing, because the rooks are not defended. And we are going to be losing very quickly, because we got 2 rooks against a queen, a bishop, and a rook. So whenever you see this kind of piece imbalance, you're going to be looking for a check. A checkmate attempt. So if we do that, they take, and we're just screwed. We're completely, utterly screwed. All right, what about this check? If they move away, it's mate. If they take, then we bring the rook down. Bring the other rook down, it's check. They're forced to block again, so the rook's back. And then either rook move is mate. So we're going to do that. It's forced mate in 2 or 3. All right, this is another one that's designed around boxing the king in. So if we look at our checks, we have this, 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 we have this. A lot of checks. All right, let's look at queen checks first. So this one, terrible because the knight guards. These are terrible because the king is guarding. Also, the rook is guarding there. Same with that one. This one is promising. force the king into the corner, but where's your follow-up? The queen's not very good at handling things by herself. Sometimes she is. So the queen's not the answer. So what we need to do is we need to find another piece we can bring to the party. So the queen is covering the square, but the rook is also covering the square. So the rook can come down. And that's going to force the king here. Because the rook's covering here. Queen is covering here. So the king is forced back. Well, do we have any follow-up we can do to try to close it out? Yep. I don't think the ratings are correct on these. They kind of go back and forth. And then the queen sides in right here for the mate. Right, as always, checks, captures, attacks. So let's look at our knight checks. We have a knight check here. Terrible move. I mean, we could take the queen if it does it, but the pawn is going to be annoying. So it's not a knight check. What about a rook check? Defended by the knight. Very promising. King squirts out this way. We could do something silly with a pawn check. But there's no real good follow-up to that. Because they can just take it with something. No real good follow-up. What about a queen check? We got a couple of them. There. Not a great idea. Because they have a couple pieces guarding. What have I done here? Well, I can block with a pawn. I can block with a knight. Actually, I might be stupid. I might be stupid. Let's follow up on the queen check idea. Which queen checks, they have some blocks that they're going to be pretty much impossible to avoid. They have a lot of blocks. So I don't think a queen check is going to do anything here. All right, let's go back to our previous idea. If we go here, check, the king squeaks out. Okay, that's, like as we saw, there's no good way to follow up with anything to finish that off. But look for that piece of the king, right here. Is there anything else we can do? Well, now we have another knight check, right here. Once again, that doesn't really do much. He's just going to wander off. I'll go here. But look what that exposes. The queen. So I think winning the queen for the knight is a good deal in this case. Because this is going to make it a rook versus rook, queen versus knight and bishop. So that's not a bad deal at all. A little fork. Take the queen and lose our knight. Is that the best move? Do we have any other way to capitalize on this? I submit that we do not. So we take the queen. We could have taken the bishop too, but that was dumb. All right, as always, checks, captures, attacks. So we could go for a standard ladder mate. The only problem is our rook is right here next to the king. And it's going to get taken. If we move our defender away, it's going to get taken. Also, if we go this way, queen can just take it. And it's bad. Okay, well, what about something else? We can try to push the king away, like this. Check. They can take. We can take. It's another check. We can't go there. Force forward. And since we're guarding here, no matter which way we go, well, we can't go here, obviously, because queen's guarding. So I actually solved it the first try. I meant to do the other way. Let's look at this way as well, even though we've seen the solution. If you go here, the king just squirts up this way. And eventually we run out of options. Because we can't check on this file, on this row. Hi, Pixels. And we go here. It's mate. All right, as always, we're looking for checks, captures, and attacks. So one thing I will point out, though, to look at is our queen's under attack ourselves. So we have to be a little bit careful there. So we can go here to check. Pretty solid check. They can take with the knight. Then if we take with our knight, they just take our queen. Take with the queen, take our queen, take that. And we just end up in a trade down situation. Not great. Let me get my water out here. That is a bottle of lotion. That is not my water. I think my water's back there. There it is. Okay. So what else we got? If it's not a check, and I'm not saying it's not, we just kind of explored that one a little bit. What if they take with the queen? Well, then we just take the rook, and we're very happy. They go here, we go here, they go here, we take the knight, they take. Still fits with even up, though. Let's think about it. What other moves do we have? Checks, captures, attacks, as always. So we can take the rook and lose our queen instantly. If this knight were here, that might be okay, because we get a little bit of counterplay for it, but the knight is there, guarding. So no matter what we do, it doesn't seem to work. I don't see anything but this. I fear I've gotten a bit of tunnel vision here. Go for the double check. So if the knight takes, we lose our queen. And just double check and mate. Unless they do that. In which case, they trade, we take this. And we're just up a rook for a knight. Well, because then they have to block. I guess that's just it. We're just up a rook for a bishop. And I guess we're pretty happy in that scenario. All right, we have no checks again. We have 2 captures. Not great. We have a few attacks. They don't really do anything. We can attack the king, though. Can we get to the king? If we go here, obviously we're trying to go there. Can they stop us? They can go here, but we're guarding that. So the only way to stop the mate is to move the rook over. We go here, they go here, we go here, they go here, and they make it out. But they escape, and I don't see where we go from there. I have no more checks. We can start gobbling pawns. Why throwing bricks at me? Do you want me to take this through or not? I just can't make you happy, can I? Oh well. We go here and they go here. Oh, then we can just go here. Force him over. Is it enough? So then when we come up, they go here. They go up, they go down, we go here. They go like here or something. I don't know, I think it works. Or they can check like that, and then we have to defend. This one doesn't seem to work because they go here. This one's worse because they go here. They also have these moves. So I don't really want to do that. Here, they have this check. Maybe if I go here, or sorry, there, this check. If I go here, they don't really have any checks. So they go here. It's made. Or not made, it's taken. I think we're going to go E1. Alright, they go there. But now they're guarding that. Is it enough to attack? $94. Block them from getting there. They go there, then we just go. It's mate. They take with the queen. We take. It's very bad for them. Alright, checks, capture, attacks. It almost feels like a no-brainer check, but I don't know if that's the right move. Here, here. Here. No, that stopped the mate. Let's go here. Oh, but then we go here. They go in the corner. Why don't you just go here? Can't they protect right here? We just win that. If they try to take our knight, we just take the queen. Yeah, we just go here and win the queen. Can win the queen. By white to move. Checks, captures, attacks. So we got a couple checks. C3 checks. So right now, the king can escape this way. If the rook comes in, those are gone. King is forced to go here. And we go there and it's mate. Go this way. King is forced to go that way. We go here, and it's not mate because they can just take. So we gotta take with the rook. Then we slide over, protected by the pawn, for the mate. We're about to reach the point where I cannot do these anymore, just so you know. We're already reaching the point where I'm having to think very hard about them. So we can take this knight, but our pawn is interrupting our link up between the queen and the rook. On the other hand, we can attack this rook. And where's it going to go? Back? It can go back, but then our pawn just pushes again. They're going to have a lot of trouble guarding this knight. And the mate. Then go forward, doesn't really do anything. So we attack the rook. Okay, now that changed our plans a little bit, because if we push again, they're going to take our queen. So I think what we're gonna do here is we're going to take their queen instead. We trade queens, and then we just win the rook. I think that's our way to go, and that just leaves us up a rook. So the queens are off, this rook is off. We have 2 rooks against their 1 rook, and so we're down a rook for a knight. Or we're down a knight for a rook. It's not bad. Plus we have a pawn advantage. Let's trade the queens. Take the rook. That's it. Alright, black to move. I believe their queen is pretty trapped. So right now, we're covering here. We're covering here. Covering here. Queen can go this way. Or it can go here. If we go up here, protected by the queen, queen has to go this way. It's the only move. Keep it out of danger. I believe we can just slide back with the rook, or with the bishop, sorry. Protect the rook. And take away all these escape squares. I think that's our move. Go here, defend the rook. Take the queen. Pretty good. Alright, checks, captures, attacks. We have a check here. It's annoying. It loses our knight. We have a check here. Force him that way. And unfortunately, we don't really have a strong follow-up. What if we go right here? Does that give us anything? We're threatening to go here, but he just escapes that way. So here he goes here. What do we have after that? We go here. So if we go, trying to check, we're trying to think. What if we drop back? King's coming there. Knight's covering the escape. King has to go here. We can slide in here, but then he takes our knight. Oh, we also have this move. So if we go here, and he goes here, only move. We can move the king up. Protect the knight. And remove the escape. We defend the knight. And we take the queen. All right, so I see an idea here. So checks, capture, attacks. We have this check, we have this check, we have this check. So unfortunately, either of the checks near the king can just take. Also can take. This check is very promising, but they can block. If they block that, I feel like we have to go and do something silly like this. Trying to go here. But I don't think that's fast enough. We'd also go there now. If we go there, they block. Okay. Oh, then we can go there. Does that do anything for us? King moves over. Only move. We can bring the bishop up then. But it's too slow. Because can't they just go here? Well, then we just check them. Or go there. I think this is the opener. Okay, then we go here. They go here. And then we're just threatening. We're threatening everything. This is their only check. And we just take it. If they go here or here, we just take them. Or just move there, yeah. Take for the knight. Oh, that's it. That is unfortunate. Oh, it isn't unfortunate because they're going to take our bishop. We take the knight. We're still covered. We're still in. It's not correct. Because they have the pawn check. I'm dumb. I got too excited. I got too excited. All right, we check, they move, we take, they take. We go here. No, we can't allow them to get opposition. We go here. We want opposition on our terms. Opposition on our terms only. This looks pretty simple. So the king is on the back rank. It can't escape this way. So we have a couple checks. And this check as well. So their options are block, which gets taken instantly. Or run. So let's do the queen one first. So if we go here or here, when we check, if they block, we go here. They have to escape. And then we have no follow-up. Zero follow. If you do with a rook, okay, they go here, we go here, it's fine, so that's not going to be a move. They go here. Well, now we have this check. And their only move is to block. Then we just take that, or not. So maybe not that idea. I check here. Check, block. See, I kind of want to do something like this, where we just trade off the queens. If we go here, and they go here, we go here. Trade the queens. They win our pawn. And then it's just a draw at that point, I think. Check here. I just don't see a way to turn this to our advantage. Now I do believe it's rook check. Oh, can we sneak in this way? And they can't really do anything? We sneak in on the green. Queen f6. And then we have to hide. And then we have to block, I think. No, we block with the pawn. But then when they take, we take. They take. We take. Are we winning that? We just like shred their pawns. We can't go there, because then there's no backmate made us. We can go there. Oh, that's good. Look at that move. If they take, we take. If they take, we take. Let me block with this pawn. Beautiful. Beautiful. Oh, I see a beautiful thing right here. I see a beautiful move right here. Check this out, check this out, check this out. Alright. Follow me on this. What if we sack our queen? Queen sack right out the gate. That's a terrible move, right? Well, we have this rook right here. Boom. Protected by the pawn. King gets forced back this way. That way. Because the bishop's covering here. Rook slides in. It's mate. It's unavoidable. Queen sack. We're firmly in queen sack territory, where queen sacking is almost always a good move. Alright, we're playing black. So we are getting shredded a bit. We're down a rook for 2 pawns. Oh, that's not great. So we go here and attack their king. Face to face. No. We can go here. Well, if we do that, we kind of give up a little bit of our control. So I feel like what we want to do is we want to move away. We're completely cut off here. So if we push, they're going to go here. Wait, no, then we just take it. If we push, they go here, and then we just go for something. Because they can't take it. We just get in front of it. We push. They can't go here. They can't get behind it. They can get in front of it. And then we just go become a nuisance. Like it. Alright, we go this way because we have to protect that pawn. If they get in front of it, we have to be able to move close. Okay, now we're going to bring our second pawn. No! We don't bring our second pawn. That's on me. My bad. Okay. Now I'm feeling a rook sack. Rook sack. So when we sack the rook, they take. They can't take this one because the bishop's covering. Unless they do that. Well, I think we just go here then. They still can't take. Now they can't take at all. Oh, I guess they can take this way. Oh, what if they do this, though? What if we go here and they take this way? Then we bring this rook. They move here. Oh, we just take because now the bishop's still covering. It's fine. We come in. I think we take with the pawn. We don't want to get rid of our queen because then we lose our rook. Yeah. Take with the pawn. They've been going at this a very long time. So it's not a surprise. Yeah. This is an interesting move. It's a check. That opens up this. King can move out of the way. Can move here as well. They can take. But I think taking is a bad idea for them. I think we sack the knight, though. We don't sack the knight. Should have gone the other way. I think we're supposed to go the other way with that. Sack the queen. Alright, let's see here. What was this one? Oh yeah, we go here. They go there. We go there. We bring this. They go there. We take the queen. They check. King has to go this way. Then when they take, we go here. That removes the chance of a pawn check. I'll thank you for the pets. I see, I see. Alright, this one, black to move. So this we push, we go here, they go there. I think we just go here, don't we? I think we just push up. Or do we push up? Do we just go here? Take that, we go here. And now we just push. You can't guard both of them. You're going to lose your rook. And then we're going to push a pawn in. Alright, this last one, you said sack the queen. Queen sack. And then we go here, double check, and then the rook comes in. It's mate. I see, I see. Oh, we tried. Alright, puzzles for rating. Here we go. Puzzles for rating. Alright, we're going for checkmate here. I don't understand why you bonked me. I got 46 right or more. I don't know. I feel like I did good. I didn't fail any other under 2000 or 2000. Alright, so let's start for checks. See, I feel like what you're doing is demotivating me. Is that really what you want? Oh, thank you for the pets. Alright, we can check here, but they just take that. So I feel like what we have the knight, we have the rook, and we have the bishop. So we can go this way. We can go here, here, here. A lot of moves here. I just don't see a follow if he goes up. If he goes here, what is our follow-up? Try to get around? I mean, kinda, because we're kind of covering here, 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 and we can slide the rook right up. And there's no escape for you. Same deal if he goes right here, we just slide the rook over. If he goes this way, we're still covering here and here, and here. So that's just quicker. Oh, we went there. Oh, but the knight's covering, so it doesn't matter. It does nothing. That does nothing. It's mate. Well, that person got done a lot of puzzles. Stone 20. We're into whatever this level is. I can play checkmate soon. Do I see how? Probably not that. I like this move. But does that let the king get out? What about this move? They have this block, but that does nothing. That's just mate. They can go there, that's just mate. I'm dumb. I'm so dumb. I did not. I got excited. And I lost 12 points for that, so. Alright, this time we're just trying to win material. I thought we have to take this. When they go there, take. What if we go here? If they take, we win the queen. If they do something else, they wander off. We take the bishop, take the rook, or take the knight, sorry. I like it. They move away. Now we take the bishop. And we're still attacking the knight. And we take the knight. And when they trade queens, we trade queens. It's fine. What level is that? See, I got +2 for that. It's absurd. All right, let's go brush and we'll switch. Also, I forgot to turn the music on. Nobody noticed the whole time the music wasn't on. Oops. I forgot to turn the music back on. You think that's why we did so good? Well, here, I have some music while I go brush, okay? Alright, I'll go brush and we'll switch games. After I cough. Yep, you definitely had me. Alright, Final Fantasy. Alright, we got it set up. Alright, I'll go brush. And we'll be right back, okay? We're like 30 minutes late to brush. Alright, boop. Okay, I'm back. We're 30 seconds early, but that's okay. 30 seconds early. No worries. Alright, take down the brushing, take down the chest. Kill the music. Like it was before, because I forgot. Alright. Final Fantasy 14. Yes, I logged in before we started. Got what, 10 seconds left of ads? That's fine. Bodies. Let's go in. So we got probably about as much time. Actually, I had more time than I had yesterday because yesterday I screwed up and forgot to install the game or whatever, upgrade it properly in advance. Gas needs. But today it's already upgraded, so we're all good. So apparently the free 30 days I got does not count as subscribed. So that's definitely gonna be a problem later on. Oh, we have Dragon Fox. Alright, let's go this way, I suppose. The Wandering Stairs. The Quadrivium. Who names these things? Dependence. Oh, look at that little fruit tree. Apples? Very big apples. Those are the size of my head. Look at that. Whatever those are, they're bigger than my head. That's a massive apple. Can you imagine an apple the size of your head? As long as it's crispy, I would like it. Ah, there you are. I was just finalizing the matter of your accommodation. You have a private room here at the Pendants for the duration of your stay. Make use of it as you see fit. When you're ready to retire, the manager will show you to your lodgings. Pray your rest and recuperate. We shall reconvene in the Ocular Anon. I believe that covers all the practical concerns. Thank you for answering my call, Kalia. We were denied the comforting blanket of night. May peaceful dreams attend you nonetheless. Pleasure to meet you, miss, and welcome to your new home at the Pendants. Your room is ready if you care to retire. Okay, I guess we retire. It's an early retirement, but we'll take it. I knew it! We get a cutscene. I knew there'd be a cutscene pretty soon. I had a feeling. Bright and sunny. Oh, this is more than I thought it would be. This guy.
I know you. You're the warrior of light from the source.
With his bloodstained axe. Warrior of Darkness. I remember him. Ardbard? Ardbert?
What? Did you just... You can hear me?
I mean, what?
Oh, gods, how long has it been?
I don't know.
That was what I called myself in your world. The Warrior of Darkness. My real name is Ardbert. I used an alias in the source. A daft one, looking back.
Wait, then how did I know his real name? I don't know. I may have got spoiled somewhere.
Recall my tale. It was my comrades and I who caused the flood. We thought our home doomed. And so we listen to the Ascians. Let them guide us to the source and try to hasten their goddamned ardor. I remember when we fell, defeated by you and yours. I remember our audience with Minfilia, how she listened to our pleas and returned our souls to the first. The flood was poised to swallow Norvrant. Minfilia and my friends, they surrendered what little they had left to hold it back. Just faded away, leaving me to bear witness.
Oh, poor Minfilia.
Tell me, do you know the year? How much time has passed since we caused the flood?
100+ years.
100 years. 100 long years.
Look, there's the giant apples. He's a ghost.
My hands find no purchase. My gestures catch no eye, and my pleas, be they whispered or screamed, reach not a single ear. I am a shade, cursed to do naught but drift. I feel as if I've been walking forever. I hardly noticed when my mind and body began to fray at the edges. Then bang! My senses were sharp again. I felt like a fish being reeled in, and before I knew it, I found myself in this room.
Why don't you clean your axe off between murders?
Why is it that you can see me? What are you even doing here, come to that?
I was summoned. I want a giant apple now. What's the biggest apple?
You were summoned to save the first.
Biggest apple in the world. 4 pounds. Yeah, that's a head-size apple, yeah. That's a big apple. Almost 2 kilograms. Somebody save the first, yep.
A waste of time. This world is beyond saving, like those who try to save it.
Let me eat a mint.
Muddled as my mind may be, I've not forgotten that. But if fate has brought me to you, the one person in this God's forsaken world who can see and hear me, then perhaps there is a reason I endured. If I can find out why I was left behind, then maybe I can bring this journey of mine to an end. Well, I'll be watching, Warrior of Light. But do me a favor. Be careful out there. This world has had its fill of heroes.
That's ominous. Yeah, this reminds me of an anime that I really like. I'm sleeping in full armor for some reason. It's still daylight. You know, I could have drawn the curtains. So the anime is called Not Allowed in Another World, or something like that. and are no longer allowed in another world. And basically, the premise is that a bunch of people get isekai'd by a truck, and they end up in this other world, and they get superpowers, you know, at standard fare. But they all become nuisances. Because a lot of them come, like dozens. So much that there's 4 temples that are there to greet them. And they're staffed at all times by a person to guide them into the world. And yeah, the people of the world are just like, oh, another other worlder? Alright, whatever. Because all they do is cause trouble. I'm not gonna spoil any more than that. I'm gonna just teleport. Really? Must have missed that one. I'll go get it now. Oh, little panda. Was there a box? You missed me. Oh, I need to put the cinema back up. Mistress Kalia, the Exarch awaits you within. What's going on?
Ah, how did you find your new quarters? I trust you were able to rest.
I don't know. How do you tell pass the time when the sun always shines? I'd go see Visitor.
I was not aware the room was haunted, and you were rather tired. Well, should you receive another visitation, be sure to let me know.
You didn't know. Okay.
Now, let us return to the subject of the Scion's whereabouts.
Okay.
This map shows the lands of Norvrand, the only area to be spared the flood of light.
You know, I'm somewhat reminded. I don't even want to bring this up, but I'm going to anyway. This kind of reminds me of what people, the flat earthers, think the Earth looks like. Was it an ice wall surrounding everything? Bunch of idiots.
The Crystarium is here, in the region known as Lakeland. To the north is the fairy kingdom of Il-Meg. That is where you'll find
Random
the
Fox.
Roger.
A 2B outfit fox.
To the east lies the once prosperous civilization of Rak-Tika. Your Stola is stationed there, in the heart of the forest. Alas, neither location can be reached without considerable difficulty.
Okay. Which
As such, I would suggest you first seek out one of the twins, each of whom is stationed but a short flight from the Crystarium.
Okay, where? Oh, nice.
Alphino is on Calusia.
I assume you have to be max level, though.
It is home to a city called Yulmore, where the rich and privileged while away their days in idleness. For his part in furthering our cause, Alphino journeyed there to meet with the citizenry and forge alliances. From what I hear, he has since kept himself busy gathering information around the main settlement. Alize, meanwhile, traveled south to the arid wastes of Armareng. They lie upon the very edge of the inhabitable world, where the flood of light was halted. Those who dwell there live in constant fear of attack by the Sin Eaters.
I am not going to play around with conspiracy theories. Okay?
In contrast to her brother,
Not a
Alize
chance.
felt that her energies would better be spent learning about the enemy, and thus she sells her services as a guard, both to hone her skills and gather information on our foe.
I do not want to spread conspiracy theories because, unfortunately, there's a lot of stupid people in the world, and just the act of doing it in jest What's the old saying? If you pretend to be stupid long enough, stupid people will think you're like them and join you, and you just make a place for stupid people. And that's not my goal. I want happy, relaxed people, not, well, I don't want people to be exclusively stupid.
So, will it be Calicia or Armoraine? It matters not which you choose to visit first.
Okay, I'm going to go with, I think Alice was in
inform me
Umring.
once you've made your decision, and I will see to it that you are provided with a suitable mount.
Let's go see Alice.
Ah, but you must be wondering about Thancred. He has taken up with a new companion, and is presently engaged as a wandering hunter of sin eaters.
Let me guess. Thancred found some pretty girl to wander around with. Anybody want to take any bets on that? Anybody want to take the bet? Anyone want to take a bet? I mean, I'd probably say a harder bet would be to pick what color her hair is. But I feel like it's most likely like blonde or something. But whatever. Moving on.
Being ever on the move, his whereabouts are often difficult to ascertain, but I am certain your paths will cross ere long.
If what was someone like Fox? The girl? Thancred is definitely with a girl. There is no doubt in my mind. There is zero doubt. Thancred has found some sort of woman to go around with. Let's go after Alice. Ready to depart for Armoraine? Alice will be overjoyed to see you safe. I know she's particularly concerned for your well-being. She impressed upon me how regrettable the time of her summoning was, repeatedly. I hope that my part in sending you to her will garner me some measure of forgiveness. Here, this is a letter of introduction addressed to a man named Cassard, master of a merchant caravan. There are few who know the ways of the desert as well as he does. Find him at the Amaro launch, and he will see that you reach your destination. I hope we have that one. I don't think we do, though. Nope. This one? It's here. This looks like a chokeable thing. Looks like if you would, and there we have it. I'll add you to register. Pay come back whenever you're in need of a mount. Let's go and hit up this 89th shard. Tune yourself to all Ethernet shards of Stadium, making them accessible as an Ethernet destination. Perfect. So anybody want to take a bet that on the gender of Thancred's partner? I'm going 100% female. Now, if you come looking for work, I might have a spot for another guard. Oh, a friend of the Exarch. Hoping to meet someone in Almarang, are you? And I should be your guide. I was about to set off for our outpost there, as a matter of fact. So we can leave right away. Assuming you have everything you need. Yeah, let's go. All set? Then off to the unforgiving sands we go. Now to have to Almarang speak with the droid Amaro tamer to fight in the desert. Your ether current is locating ether. Okay, cool.
Areng. From this parched earth, the nation of Nabath Areng once rose. When I journeyed here, long ago, I spoke with a sun-weathered elder. He told me Areng meant majestic land in the language of his people. And so it might still be, were it not for the light's unrelenting onslaught.
Oh, we're here in the desert. Oof, no matter how many times I come here, the cold never fails to catch me. Cold never fails to catch me off guard. The sky may be bright in the scorching hours of day, but it's brisk enough to make you shiver. Oh, nice. Oh, that sounds really good. I would definitely try that. I've always found pears to be rather bland. Now, the Exarch's letter says to take you to the inn at Journey's Head, which is where this Alizé friend of yours is staying. It's a fair distance, so I propose to make a stop in Mord Souk to break up the trek, allowing me to attend some business and you to enjoy the local hospitality. Sound good? Good. Alright, you lot, I'm off. You better not see the goods covered in sand when I get back. You can move that somewhere instead of just holding it. Right, we head southwest, straight as an arrow. Southwest. Sounds like we have a thing somewhere. Is it over here? Straight west. Can I see it from here? Ah, there it is. Alright, nothing else close. West, that's the long way that way. Stop here a moment. This is your first visit to Amarang, is it not? Before you cross the river Sandy and turn around and feast your eyes on that. Oh, what? The building? Looks cool. I had a little bit more food today than I did yesterday. My weight was down under 130 this afternoon, this evening. So, I had a little bit more food for dinner. They built them big, didn't they? That's Khazar Sharl, a fortress meant to protect the northern reaches of Nabath Areng. See what was left behind. I believe it's when they say it was once one of Norvrent's mightiest nations. At least till the flood came along. Great chunks of Nabath Areng's lands were lost to the light. Its great city included. The few who survived didn't see much point in staying. Most of them, anyway. No, not many choose to come here these days. Not even with everything in ruins. Even that hulking great fortress has become little more than a Mara roost for me and my caravan. But not everywhere is as deserted as this place. Just wait until you see Mord Souk. Let's press on, shall we? That wasn't a question, but it's kind of a question. Wait, pray destroy the waking sands. What? That's like a play on the, pray return to the waking sands. That's silly. Let's kill these things. In honor of the pun, let's kill these things. it's gonna take a while. Back there. Maybe I should just enjoy the pun and move on. I think we should enjoy the pun and move on. Here we are in Mordsu. By the blessed shadow, I love this town. Mordsuk, not just full of Mord, but humans and all manner of others too. It has long been a refuge for folk displaced by the floods. The population is nothing if not diverse. Oh, have you met a Mord before? They might look shifty and look like shifty little biters, but a more welcoming lot you can never wish to meet. Speaking of which, we should pay our respects to Master Gingen. I'll go ahead and let him know we've arrived. Well, I will go to the Aetheryte shard there. And this, Amaro Keeper. It's like a camel with wings. I need him to register. It looks very camelish with wings and feathers. I'll get tuned. Alright, we can't fly yet. Oh, is there one here? Pretty far to the west. Wow, this place is bigger than I thought it was. There are 3 different, Aetheryte crystals, shards, things. This is a Mord.
Master Gengen, this is the friend of the Exarch I was telling you about.
Very good, very good. Though friend or no, all are welcome in Mordsuk.
I was not expecting that accent.
Souk is Mordish for city. As things stand, this souk boasts the largest and busiest marketplace in all Armorang.
What is with his voice?
You'll find ore from the mines here, of course, but all manner of other things too. Many of them rare. As I told you before, not many visit Armorang by choice, but Mordsouk's a different story. Merchants come from miles around to purchase the relics the Mord dig up.
Aye, that they do. For Mord do not dismiss the spoils of the earth. We clean them and polish them and reveal to the world their true value.
Is that English accent?
That is why they come here. Come from far away. Come with much money. And so our souk is always busy, busy, busy. No such thing as a thing no one needs.
What is that accent?
You say that every time, Master Gengen. Some sort of family motto, wasn't it?
It is British, Yorkshire, Northern English. The character is voiced by the actor Nigel Pilkington. That is fantastic.
Or perhaps a Mord philosophy, for which we should all be very grateful. Would that everyone was so willing to take in refugees regardless of race or creed. Now then, if you intend to spend any time here, you'll want to gain the trust of the locals.
Oh boy.
And there's a little custom all newcomers are expected to observe.
Oh, this does not sound good.
The cracking of the coin purse. You buy one thing from the market. Price can be low or high, just as long as you buy.
As the good Mord says. In fact, the Exarch sent a little something to cover this very expense. A Verbert gold piece, no less. The first I've held in years.
Verbert gold? Real Verbert gold?
That does not seem like a smart thing. Are we supposed to be blending in? Because we're not blending in with this.
Here, newcomer, crack your coin purse with me.
Oh no, you want my goods, newcomer? I have jars and pots all smooth and shiny.
Over here! Come and look!
You buy?
It reminds me of, you guys see Mighty Finding Nemo?
Enough of that! Calm, I say!
The seagulls. Mine?
This one must still journey through the barrens. Nothing bulky, nothing heavy, no pots. Nothing better for the road than a full belly. Spend that piece at Ronron's place, yes? Eat for 3 before you leave.
Eat for 3. So what, now I'm pregnant with twins? That's a horrifying thought. Can you imagine me with kids? Wow. I don't want kids. I'm not ready. I'm not ready. I'm too young. I'll be too young when I'm 90. Don't worry about it. Welcome to Ronron's Traveler App. Wears into your purse to fill your belly. Take your time, staring stiff before you choose, but no drilling on the merchandise, yes? Browse Ronron's wares. You may move the camera as well as zoom in out. Target a food stuff and inspect it with the button. Okay, we got meat. That's my ever-burning bounty made with the best parts of the lizard, cured with special spicy sauces. Spicy spices. Some find the smell challenging, but it'll warm you up on a chilly day. Oh, that sounds good. Spicy lizard meat? I'd try that. Okay. Bread? Okay. I call that mush loaf. The middle stuffed with bittersweet cactus fruits, so even the bread dries out, it's still moist inside. Keeps you going in the heat. That sounds really good! Oh, I'm gonna make myself hungry. Everyone's favorite plump white worm salad and honey when she's glazed regular. You'll never want any other treat. I'm no longer hungry. No longer hungry. I don't want worms and honey. I'm afraid to look what's in the jar. Is it the jar? Oh, skewers. Oh, okay, I thought it was the jars. Cookie? I eat a cookie. No. Eat a cookie. Oh, you'll like these. Chewy skewers. Find small frogs hiding rocks, spear with stick, then roast over fire. Crackly on the outside, gooey on the inside. Perfect for snacking. Can I get the meat and the bread? The meat and the bread looks good. They look tasty, yes? Which to choose? Which to choose? Ever-burning. But I must choose, I'll take the spicy meat. Yes, put some spice in your step. You won't feel the cold this night, and probably not the next one either. You have the gold? And done. 1 Volbertite honor buys you 10 sides of lizard meat. Perfect. What's that face? Spicy lizard meat? That sounds yummy. Wait, did I eat all 10 of them? That seems like a poor decision. I think I'll share the rest. Don't want to overeat after all. Also, don't look. Our visitor invites us to feast. Let's give thanks for a great generosity and small appetite. Consider your coin purse cracked. I am pleased to accept your custom, and Gingan will be pleased that you honored ours. Keeping the merchandise down, yes? No returns. That's silly. It sounded really good, though. I would definitely try it. I was watching from here, Kaylee. You honor our custom and with great relish. You will always be welcome in Mordsuk. Wait, what? I gotta think. Whatever, we'll figure it out. If you need anything in Almarang, we are here to provide. Alright, bicolor gemstones. Fates and certain areas offer bicolor gemstones rewards. They can be exchanged with gemstone traders. They're rare items, so which can be only obtained with these vendors. Hi, Mopar. How's it going? Your progress, travel, shared fate. Terrific. I have no information. Lovely. I'm doing pretty well. A little bit of hiccups. Sorry, I was impressed with by your gastronomic fortitude. Ha 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 ha. You have courage, my friend. Ronron's wares are more exotic than harmful. If I don't envy you the bellyache you'll have on the morrow. Right, now that you've eaten, I expect you're eager to be back on the road. Would you mind if we delayed our departure a touch? I have a few deals left to close before I can conclude my business here in Mordsuk. Oh, offering service, are you? Well, an assistant would certainly help hurry things along. I have a receipt here for some goods that need picking up from the market. All probably paid for it. You just need to do lifting and carrying. I'll go and take care of some last-minute haggling then. See you in a bit. Market receipt in town, bringing the relevant item. Table cactus, thonton, iron ore, thol toll. Albert Ringet takes mill to be collected from Moomoo. Oh wow. No, we need thonton, not Ron. There's Bill. There's Zin. There's Mil. Things you take here most is more important than water. Good for drinking, good for foot bath. Foot bath first, drink later. Wait, what? Wait, that's Mil. We're supposed to collect it from Momo. Okay. So that guy's name was on the list, but he's not the right person. Zin. Shansan? I don't know. Alright, we should probably mount up so we can move faster. Too bad we can't fly. That'd be convenient. Perhaps a little too convenient. Bun? Moon bun? I don't know. Alright, this is probably not the way to go. Moomoo, there we go. I found one. Hey, no touching. The merchant has spoken for you. You can possibly change your mind with a better offer. Oh. What, Cassard sent you? Well, why didn't you say so? Wouldn't dream of selling his goods to a higher bidder. Oh, no. I bought that ring relics, wasn't it? I'll pack the box there. Handle with care. Okay. There's Thonton. Is he one of the people? Yep, Thonton. Came in with Cassard, yes? Good. I can find something about that sack. Please take your quickly purchase. Now name it like Thaltal or something? What's the name? Thaltal, yeah. Just gotta find Thaltal. There we go, Thaltal. Got it. It's very bright here, too. The endless sun. Sorry, since you did he? Right. Yes, what kind of ore was it again? Iron ore. Iron ore, of course. That would explain this box I have here. It's all yours. I'm even around the entire market already. There you go. So sad. I kind of want some of my spice meat now. I have some jerky that I picked up at Bucky's, actually. I meant to take it on my trip to share with my family, but I forgot it because I know they like spicy stuff. But I don't know. Perhaps I can share it with someone else at some point. Or eat it myself. I do like spicy stuff also. And that's not alright. Good work. And quick work too, considering you've not set foot in the place before. I thought you would want to sit in the sea like the Exarch. Someone tells me you're not a stranger visiting strange lands. Unfortunately, your efficiency presents something of a problem. I'd hoped to conclude all my business before you returned. Seems there's been some confusion of one of the orders I placed. I'll have to drag in my middleman and sort this mess out. I'm sorry to make you sit around and twiddle your thumbs. Sorry, it feels like an age since I last saw you. Well, this is lovely Tesleen. It's been a while, but your timing couldn't be better. This lady was on her way to meet with Alice, and I suppose you'd be taking her to your corner of the desert, but misplaced orders commandeered my attention. Wait, I know who you are. Alice has told me so much about you. You're Acalia, aren't you? I knew it. How wonderful to meet you in the flesh after hearing all those stories. I'm Tesleen. I work as a carer at the inn. I've gotten to know Alice quite well since she took up guard duties there. Do you want me to take over as Acalia's guide, Cassard? My shopping's all done and packed for the road, so it'll be no trouble. That'd be a great help, thank you. Looks like you'll be able to head straight out after all. My caravan now be in the area for a while yet. Seek me out when you've had your fill of Amarang, and I'll send you back to the Crystarium. I kind of need to go brush my tail. It's a tad early. But no matter what I do, I feel like this is not going to match up because I was late before. So I'm just going to go brush. Okay, I'll just go brush real quick. And I'll be right back. I'll just do like 2.5 minutes though. 2.5 minutes. Okay, I'm back. As always, I'm late, but that's okay. Alright, we're back. We press on, okay? We can press on and continue our journey. With Tesleen now. Tesleen is eager to set off. Okay, let's go. Alice has been desperate to see you, Kalis. Let's get you to her sooner rather than later. It isn't too hard to find, really. You can actually see the top of the rock spires from here. We should swing around the ridge and then head south. Come on, I'll get my supplies together and meet you outside. Here's the question. So I had the option of going after Alpha Node as well. Does that mean I have another level 70 zone as well? Oh, she's like right here. But what is this? Hang on, there's a blue thing here. You think this is a ether compass thing? It is. Alright, let's go ahead and get this ether thing. Greetings, friend. You like helping people, yes? Maybe you can help me too. See, my son Goon makes me very proud, but very worried. He works very hard, too hard for his own good. He follows orders, yes. Follows them until someone tells him to stop. This is very dangerous. Bad for his health. I need to speak to him. Persuade him to rest. He should be near the Red Survey, probably leaving no stone unturned in a search for relics. I wish I had a second class then to level up. Please tell him his father orders him to stop. I kind of want to level up. I wish there was a fast way to level up characters. Because I'd like to have White Mage, Dancer, and I guess Ninja at 70. I'm not sure about Red Mage. Maybe Red Mage as well. Are they bathing in dirt? I think they're bathing in dirt. Search no, search screen, search high, search low. Oh, sorry, did I see you there? Are you lost? Reaper? What kind of class is Reaper? Process so much stress? That will not do. No. I will stop, but not yet. I see something. I need something to show for my efforts. All this scrabbling, all this searching, and still no shinies. Oh, you came here to tell me to stop. If I refuse, your job will not be finished, will it? That will not do either. Wait, I have an idea. If you help me find shinies, my job will be over. Your job will be over, and I can rest. Simple, yes? Where do I unlock Reaper then? Where do I go? I'm gonna that bubble and find whatever there is to be found. Maybe it'll be valuable, maybe not. Anyway, let's keep searching until we get at least one shiny. What about that Pictomancer? What level does that start at? Hold on, okay. I must admit, I'm already tired of the sun. No shinies. It's gonna be the last one. It was 80. That's found a signet ring. Okay. What'd you find? I'm a robot, I hope. Oh, this is very special. Such pretty patterns. I've never seen one like this before. How much is it worth? I'm an expert in finding shiny, not a historian. I should just ask someone. Once we sell it, we will divide the profits between us. No worries, the teams are half for you, half for me. Fair is fair. Okay. I go to Old Isle. That seems possible. Killer instinct. Oh, yep. This is the one. You there. You're the fighting sort, yes? By the looks of it, one of no mean skill. My employer is in desperate need of a woman of your talents. You see, he's been beset by threats from an unsavory group of thugs known as the Lemures. Their leader demands my master part with some of his considerable wealth. Or, well, I'll just tell you they call her the Reaper and leave the rest to your imagination. We don't intend to acquiesce to these churlish demands without a fight, and a stout arm by our side would go far to ensure our survival. Your arm, perhaps. It's fine. I'm okay with White Mage. I just want to actually level it up more. Which I could probably do, like, off-stream. Level up my White Mage a bit. Just do, like, a bunch of fates. Not fates, bunch of dungeons and stuff. Never do that Thursday. I'm thinking about taking off Thursday, so that might be a good day to level up. Just level things up without doing anything. In case opportunity to perform good deed isn't enticement enough, please be reminded that my master possesses considerable wealth. Your aids come with haste and sapphire have no exchange, where we can make our stand amongst these roots. Okay, where's that? Wait, can I summon things now? Oh, guess not. Ah, you! I know why you're here. If you've been laying a finger on my corn bush, you have to pry for my cold, lifeless. That's Jijo-yo. She's a friend. If this adventurer has agreed to help, we'll show the Reaper what her empty intimidations are worth. Ah, I see. My apologies, madam. Tensions have been high as of late, but I'm sure you can understand. Reasons that elude me, these lemurs have made my life a waking nightmare. Sight unseen, they demand I begin paying them for the luxury of my own life. Talk to a retainer locate in any non-in-game city. Some say they are the detritus of some barbaric nation. They flout our laws and threaten their betters with impunity. They're led by a dead-eyed killer who draws her scythe at the smallest slight. You use their payments of coin, and she takes her share of your lifeblood instead. Rubbish, I say. The Reaper is naught but a toothless bandit. Interesting theory you have there. Care to test it? Carell? You're the Reaper. Oh, never mind. Oh, you're a perceptive one, ain't you? Suppose that's how you came to be in possession of so many shiny things. That looks really cool. What do we have here? Hiring more help while ledgers remain unbalanced? You'd be trying to wiggle your way out of paying us for a job well done, would you? What was all that about sight unseen? My, how do you keep your lies straight? You didn't tell your hired muscle here what great friends we were? So great, in fact, that you trusted none other than me and mine to put the scare into your competition? A job we were happy to do. You can't find your fortune in this fair city without stepping over a few bodies on the way, after all. As flexible as our morals are, I'm afraid without the coin to bend them, we have only one recourse. Unless... The slow pan up Hi. One does wonder how you found yourself with a bodyguard of such uncommon metal. Aye, not an ounce of fear in that gaze, and not a mote of puffed-up arrogance, either. This last, my dear Jichiyo, is a genuine article. She has what we in the mercenary trade call the killer instinct. Your Legos do not faze me! How's this? For the sake of our long-standing friendship, I'll make it simple. Allow me to take this venture off your hands, and the debt is forgiven. What? That's all? I believe this is what them in your trade call a bargain. As for you, adventurer, Random Fox. Casual. What fox? You must have thrown another Lego, but I didn't hear it because it got drowned out by the thing. What's what? Since you made a free agent. Lego. If you're still kind of put those instincts to use. It's a question mark. How many Legos do you have? Still kind of put those instincts to use. Come visit our headquarters in Pearl Lane. Ow! You did tell me you've been moving rocks all day. The door is open. Have you stats back? Yeah, I see that. Are they like around? Like one of these people? Hold on. This person? I take it you have come see me about a retainer. On our records, you may hire up to 2 retainers. Currently, I have no retainers. I have no retainers. Alright, let's hire a retainer, I guess. So we have quite a few men and women on our list, so I invite you to describe the retainer you desire down to the most minute detail. No. Uh-oh. Okay, who do we want? I didn't know there were male Vera. Who do we want? Alright, let's pick a race. Do we have a preference? Do we have a preference? Anyone? There's no foxes. Can we make you still a retainer? Hi, this bird. I'll see you. I'm doing well. How are you? It has been a while. What do you think? Do you want to make it look like Y'shtola? Bunny? Okay. No, we're making our retainer. So I was gonna make it look like Tancred or somebody. But Zelwick wants a bunny. Male bunny, female bunny. We have another vote. Let's go outside. I have no idea. But I want one. I can have two. I'm female. Okay. Do you want her to be Chad? I'm kind of leaning toward the Vina. Okay, let's see here. Height. Oh wait, she can be tall or short. Make her short so I don't feel too... I don't really care about that. Face? I'm okay with that face. Skin color. Very pale. Hairstyle. I don't think we're getting a lot out of the hairstyle. See, look, the headband's kind of covered up by the ears, so I don't like that. That's my hairstyle. That's cute. I feel like it flows oddly. Why does it flow like that? That's also cute. Look how far it sticks out. Like, why is it hanging off her back so much? They all do that. No physics, yeah. That's a cute look. Let's go with that. Hair color. We definitely have to make it different, though. Oh, wow. Look at that. Oh, I like that. Dark with the orange highlights? What do you think? That is cute. I love that. I also like black, but I like the blue. This is also good. Like a dark grayish. Want the black? Black it is. Alright. Jaw. Like thin. Eye shape. Well, I like 3. 3 is good shape. I like that. Iris size. Well, big eyes. Everybody likes big eyes are better. Everyone knows that. Eye color. Okay, what goes good with this? Like a deep blue? Or like an aqua. Oh, this is a beautiful color. What do you think? Those eyes good? Or you want like a little bit different? Odd eyes. You guys like the heterochromia? It was something a little different. See, this is a little more subtle. Also something like this. Same color? Alright, what about eyebrows? I think I'm gonna stick with 3. 3's good. Nose? I don't want a company. How can they invite me when I can't hear from people? I like the small, cute nose. Small, cute nose. It's good. Mouth. I don't seem to make much difference. Has to leave where it is. Lip color. Lavender? It kind of goes with the eyeshadow. Which I'm kind of inclined to leave where it is. I like the light lipstick. It almost looks natural. Alright, ear shape. Alright, we gotta zoom out for the ears. Ooh. No. No, let's just leave them where they are. Ear length. The ears are a little ridiculous. Just make them short. Facial features. No. Extra eyeshadow. Extra long, I forget what you call that. I like it. Tattoos? No tattoos. No tattoos. Face paint. I don't see anything. Oh, it's very, very faint. Like, I can't even see it. If I can't see it, then what's the point, right? Oh, it's probably 'cause it's so light. Let's make it black so we can actually see what it is. Alright, what are we listening for? Like, any thoughts on that? I don't really know. Whatever, 5's fine. Are we good? What's sus? What is sus? What's the problem? What's the problem? Why are you not sussy? What's the deal? Tail? She doesn't have a tail. The Vera don't have tails. No tails, they just got ears. Not my fault. Nope, no tails. I like it, I'm good with it. Should I save it? Can't you save it somewhere? Alright, we got a retainer. And several retainers exactly as you described, odd enough they have strikingly different personalities. You'd be so kind of state of preference, it'd be most helpful. Nope. How about independent? Or rough? Rough. Rough for independent? Lively? I'm gonna go with rough. Very well. I just didn't mind. When some of this channel gets just so. No. Just for the feels. And I'm off. Oh, independent. I hope it's on fun. So, oh, I was hoping a bit more. I'm here to do every bidding mistress asks. No. Is that all you needed me? But I could have just served you in so many ways. No. Light? Will it be love? I'm just whispering him. Must we part so soon? So yeah, ask me then ask it. Sirius is good. I like Sirius. Call me as you please. If I'm so inclined, I'll answer. Carefree. Something you're gonna need to... No. What's Sirius? What's nothing? I guess it's like a bark? I don't know. Yep, let's do it. This is also customary to give a retainer an appellation of one's own making and nicknames were. Even spawn to our clients and retainers. I need a name. I need a name. She needs a name. I need a name for her. Celeste? How do you like Celeste? I don't know. Well, please address proper documentation. Not available. Oh, crap. Apparently it has to be not taken, so throw out names. Foxbond? Okay. Foxbond. Foxbond, okay, there. For the question of request, please don't hesitate to ask. Okay. I just need to ask it. Okay. Just to withdraw items. Here we go. I'll keep the potions. Alright, do I want to keep the materia? I don't know. I guess I have to keep my glamour prisoners for now. I think I can also dress her if I want to. Let's work that another day, though. I'm just excited to have space again. Trust. Sort. I now have space again. Yeah, and they can hold money too, or they can sell things. They can dye things. Alright, so we're about that later. Where are we going? We're going over here, I think. I just got sidetracked for a while. Kai? What's up? Hi. Items? Ooh, fancy. Thank you. What'd I get? I got some stuff. Book? First door perfection. Oh, a parasol. That's nice. Antelope. Thank you. A big shell and something inside of it. A Cosmo suit. Is that like a space suit? I don't have helmets on. I'm in space. In space. Wait, can I put the helmet up? Oh, look at the little ears on it. Oh, look at the little ears on the helmet. That's cute. It's silly, but it's cute. Well, thank you. I've received things. Okay, I'm gonna go get the Reaper unlocked. That was a, what, 20, 30-minute sidetrack? Was not expecting that. Boss told me you'd be alone. Coming in? Oh, the visage? Oops. I think I just started a cutscene. I'll try it after, okay? Boss, guest of honor survived. I like your choker, too. Ah, the savior of Alamigo and Doma deigns to appear before me. Aye, I've heard all about you. It's hard not to in this line of work. Stories paint you as frosty incarnate, a force of nature few have survived. Peace, friend. I've no desire to put the killer to the proof personally. I don't have a death wish. You can call me Drusilla. I'm a Reaper, one of many, and the leader of this little family here. That's why I invited you into our home. This is a job I'd like you to take care of for me. Depends on the job. Now don't you worry that virtuous heart of yours, eh? I wouldn't ask you to do so much as bend the law. This job is purely for the benefit of your fellow man. All you have to do is kill one for me. Though perhaps kill ain't the right word, seeing as he's already dead. Don't look so surprised. I know you've seen the dead walk. This time you'd be up against a void scent. Come here to unleash a singular brand of wickedness upon the world. It won't be an easy task. Evil driving this monster as black as the void and near as deep. Countless souls have succumbed to its hunger. Worthy prey for one inclined to heroics, don't you think? You can't face it as you are, though, storied as your strength may be. I need to train you in techniques. Techniques that will let you pierce the void and slaughter its kin. Keep talking. Don't see me gardens in Oldar, do you? Let alone ones as savage as this. Save your startled gasp. I'm not out of surprises yet. Won't you hand out the crystal here? If you're made of this stuff I think you are, then you're in for a treat. Shiny. That's it. I knew you had what it takes. This is to be an avatar, a manifestation of your essence, and the sticking power, the void scent on the other side. A void scent to which, if you so choose, you'll bind to yourself. You'll gain skills unlike anything you've ever known. Skills that have allowed people like me to operate in the shadows and kill those that need killing since time immemorial. And your first assignment, should you walk this path, is to use the power of one void scent against another for the betterment of the realm. Your reward will be the wisdom of countless generations of guardian assassins. But siding with my kind makes your stomach churn, then take your indignation and piss off. Thought of having one foot in the void twist your guts worse than moon's blood, take your cowardice and piss off. If you have any concern for the safety of your soul, then take your virtue and piss off. However, if you've known the aforementioned objections and you don't mind walking the knife's edge betwixt life and death, then you'll have the tools to see your justice done and done right every time. This is a choice you must make, and soon. Every moment our quarry stalks the land is another opportunity for it to do harm. Okay, so I typed life-size visage. I have a phone? That is silly. my exo tablet. There you come to decision, am I right? There'll be no turn away once you've chosen, mind you. You'll dance with death and return as a sound boy, or you won't return at all. So what'll it be? I'll not suffer the void sense threaten the innocent. I'll dance. Very good, let's not waste time. Take this crystal and test both worlds as you walk as a reaper. Bind yourself to the void and claim the strength that the weak of heart shun. Through the avatar at your side does the void saint bring its power to bear, feeding upon the souls of the fiends you cut down in return. Not a bad arrangement, eh? I'm sure you're tired of words. Here, the traditional weapon of our order. Let's see how it looks strapped to your back. Reaper unlocked. Right, I am now a Reaper. Now I have a scythe. Fear me, for I have a scythe. You know, we could have gone with something shorter. But you chose the tallest one in the game. Oh, no, I don't have enough army space. Oh, hold on. Yeah, I was just trying to figure out having level 1 gear. Oh wait, what's the issue? Will boost come off too? Oh, this takes up both slots, doesn't it? Why? What is the issue? Are you done? There we go. Now that is stylish. What does the helmet look like? And pass. Soul gaze can be filled through certain weapon skills. But images afflicted with death's design. Search still sort of engaging in extra actions, bloodstock, going shots, quite over time. Okay. Let's start by getting rid of this. So here. So many abilities. I gotta figure out how to learn this class. Okay, let's see here. Alright, that looks good there. So we need to move that soul gauge down, don't we? Alright, that'll do. Alright. Alright, let's see here. This is a cone attack. That's a range attack. Oh, so many abilities. Oh, she gonna teach me how to use all these things? Oh, she has a cooldown with it. I have no idea. Let's take a look. How do you find the way to the side? How do you find the way to the side with your hands? Basic, I hope. Now that we've have a bit more in common, it's time we became better acquainted. What's the name of our newest reaper? Kalia. Doesn't quite roll off the tongue, but so it is with Eorzean names. With every new one I learned, one more is forgotten. Here's your place, Jijijojo. After our little conversation, I think you'll give us a wide berth. In road, we have more worthwhile concerns than shifty merchants. Then again, you conversed well, proper, and the tricks of our trade. And the best way to do that is through the battle. One of the families having trouble with a particular vexing fiend. They sent word asking for assistance. He goes by the name of Arnegus, and he's stationed near Cutter's Cry. Not much of a fighter, but he's got a keen mind for trade and can find a needle and a stack of needles if need be. Well, couldn't anyone find a needle and a stack of needles? You just grab one. Okay. We best hurry before he ends up at the bottom of some monster's gullet. Maybe she means a specific needle. And my philosophy is I don't want to be part of any guild that would have me. What is this? Is this one you just gave me earlier? This is absurd. I can fly? This is ridiculous. This is extremely ridiculous. It's very silly. Boss, who's this? Are you sure we should be getting an outsider involved? Thank you for discretion, Arnegus. But it ain't needed. She has a personal contract with me, so consider her a mercenary service to the family. Whatever you say in front of me, you can say in front of her. By your will, boss. Chimera's been making these sands living hell for anyone who dares wander into his territory. It should be us. This is our trade route cuts right through it. The men I've hired to carry my goods are scared to death, and I can't blame them. None of us are fit for monster hunting, so that's it for you. We'll see what we can do, Arnegus. Might want to find a rock to hide behind, though. Chimeras ain't known for being the most discriminating of beasts. Can I put your new skills to good use, Kalia? Learned all reap actions to level 70. Oh, that's gonna be rough. Alright, let's give it a try. Ready, are we? This is not going to go well. Let's get on with the hunt, eh? We need to draw out the Chimera with Myrmidon meat. And it comes to after Reaper's tools. Harvest souls that fall in the call for your avatar. So soul gauge. Perform combos. Best you find 10 of their avatars. See how you do. Okay. That didn't work. One more button. Where's the guillotine? What am I missing? Alright, there's Gallows. Now what is Gibbet? And Guillotine. Guillotine. Let's can you just give it? Okay. It's very quiet. Okay. Target rise faces and I'll let you keep his head as a trophy. Which head? He's got a lot of heads. Should we let's give your avatar a feast to remember? Next, gallows. So we need to alternate between Gibbet and gallows. Okay. So I gotta get the power up. Okay, so it shows me the one I need to use up there. Good to know. Give her the side. Wait. Gallows in the rear? Okay. This isn't too bad. There's gotta be more to it than this, though. I feel like I've barely scratched the surface. It doesn't seem very complicated so far, though. You build up stuff, you enhance your power, and then you use one of the big abilities. Funny impressive work, that. There's something about you, but truth be told, I didn't expect you to make such clean work with that chimera. I reckon even I might be hard-pressed to match that display. No talent when you see it, boss. And that, this Julian will flow once more. Among his many roles, Arnegus is a merchant of sorts. He sells Julian at a price that make those guild printers in Amagina and Son's bulk, but still turns a pretty profit. We can barely keep up with demand despite the occasional beast or two button into our affairs. All thanks to you, boss, and our countrymen up north, of course. Here's to getting back to business as usual. It's really made easy to come by, as you well know. Amagina and Sons protects their monopoly with a gilded fist. They've yet to force the Imperial stragglers up north out of the market. Now, before you go running off to the flames, let me assure you that this arrangement is entirely above board. Selling goods to Imperials is forbidden by law, but there's no word written about buying from them. I know you Eorzeans like to call the Guardians by all sorts of colorful names. Bastards, tyrants, invaders. And we've got all those and worse. But while many a foul deed has been committed for the glory of the Empire, we ain't megalomaniacs to a man. Even amongst the purebloods, those that serve don't always do so by choice. Could be argued we're all casualties of great Machina's ambition. No small number of the Empire's troops would return home in a heartbeat if they could. But the world being what it is, most will settle for sending their family what few coins they can afford to part with. Most Aorans wouldn't suffer a whit of color to complicate their black and white view. If you're gonna fight with us, you should learn the truth of our past. Long ago, long before the Empire, our forebears lived in Locus Amonis, down in southern Ilsbard. With temperate climes and fertile earth, the land provided. Many of us were but simple farmers, harvesting abundant crops with the self-same size the reapers would eventually wield. But gifts are ever the object of envy. When not tilling the fields, our ancestors were forced to defend them. Every year they yielded a few more elms, and some 800 years ago now they were driven from Locus Amonis completely. It kind of sucks. Snowy. They fled north to the frozen region that would become Garlemald. Even there, they fought tooth and nail for the scant resources of that frigid land. From the fires of hardship were the first Magitech devices forged, and with innovation upon innovation, that humble group of farmers grew into an insatiable empire. But before that miraculous twist of fate, we were a dying breed, bereft not only of magic, but of hope itself. With no natural advantage to speak of, our mere survival was in question. From harsh necessity were the Reapers born. We turned our tools to weapons and struck a bargain with Lucifers in the dark. With the Void's power, we extracted an army's beaten heart, slay their generals, and throw the rank and file into disarray. Our way to end the battles before the sparks catch, to sacrifice the ones for the many. To keep avaricious hands away from family, friends, and lovers. And now this power belongs to you. Remember our story. Remember what drives a woman to turn to the void, and you'll not be led into deeper temptations. Our work here is done. I'll see you back at headquarters. She makes me feel short, but then again, most people make me feel short. I just teleport back. I think I'm running low on water again. It's alright though. Is it time to brush again? It is time to brush. We teleport back to wherever this is and we'll go brush. Alright, so I'm gonna go brush. Put the brushing. I'll be right back. We'll put it, what, 2 minutes and hope for the best? That should see us through. 2 minutes. I may be back a little bit late, but it'll be okay. As expected, I'm late. Always late. The never-ending late fox. Okay. Let's press on. We got way distracted here, but we got another class unlocked. And we sort of learned how to play it. Well, if you headed in? Yes. For your first out, you did good. I think you earned the right to know just who this lot you've thrown yourself in with is. You might have gathered this yourself, but the Lemurs were found formed to support those guardians who live in exile. It ain't easy to be far from home, let alone a place where most would sooner gut you than offer a helping hand. All the only place to make living is in shadowy corners that lie outside the watchful gaze of the law. Now, I don't expect you to embrace us like brother and sister straight away. But know this, I do expect you to apply yourself to this job. In the meantime, I'll be working with the family to ascertain the whereabouts of our prey. I expect that south to be like an extension of your own body when next we speak. We'll see. Teleport back. Wasn't too bad. 684 to go across universes? That's really not bad at all. Alright, do we want to keep this class or switch back? Let's switch back to Warrior, I guess. But we definitely want Warrior to be leveled. I'm okay if the other is not leveled. But Warrior needs to be leveled, for sure. We want to level the other. We have to level Warrior. Because we have to do dungeons, we want the queues to be fast. What is that? Oh, that's a high level thing. Think I can take it? Probably not. All set? Oh, I should probably mention the wildlife. Well, most of them will leave you be if you keep your distance. The local coyotes have learned to prey on folk heading home for the markets. That's handy. I could use a stingwing and sword well enough to fend them off. I may have loaded myself down with too many bargains for today. Think you can handle any beasts that try to make a meal of us? I thought you might. I'll say I was always saying how much you... I mean, let's get going, shall we? I can't take that thing, but I can take most of the things. South, that way. We can do combat music? So there wasn't much time to shout a warning. Were you bitten? Those seems to be nasty. You know, hardly a match for you, it seems. But I thought Alzay was strong, but in her mind she was never... that makes sense. No, well, we should push on. Maybe best you scout ahead and clearing out any coyotes that have our scent. I'll be here soon, fight without any distractions. Okay. So was that Twitch? We found Twitch! Hey guys, we're at Twitch now. Twitch headquarters. I think they could afford a little bit better headquarters. Oh well. It's a big turtle. Yep, see? Hold on, let me go back. Welcome back to the world of the awake. See? Twitch. Right here. Twitch. We found Twitch. It's right here. Twitch headquarters. They won't let us in, though. We're just riffraff, I guess. Yep, there's Twitch. It's going pretty well. I got distracted. I'm a Reaper now. I think you're back. I hear howlings and shouting from your forever creatures. So the rest of your handiwork and now know to avoid us now. Indeed, these spies back to the end. So I got extremely sidetracked, but we came to the desert. We ate some tasty meat, and are now looking for Alice, the first of our friends. I mean, we're basically heading south, but we're gonna reach our destination long before this easy thing. So it's heading south. So it could actually be in this town. This is it. Thanks to you, I didn't have to drop my shopping even once. Come think of it, I'm glad I didn't make the trip alone. Seems you ended up escorting me. I have to repay the favor somehow. But first, let's head inside, shall we? Yeah, we had some spicy lizard meat. We got 10 servings of it. We couldn't eat it all, so we shared it with people. They were very happy. FFXIV? I heard something crazy today. Apparently, In-N-Out Burger has gotten fed up with people coming in swarms to the stores and trying to get order number 67, which is why I thought of it, because you typed 7. And so they're removing 67 from their numbering list. So people stop coming in and like trying to get videos. Apparently they're going a little wild, like climbing up on the counter and shouting and stuff. Which is a little messed up. Like, I understand, like, getting excited and, like, cheering and stuff, but I just don't understand the whole, like, why don't you get, like, climb up on the counter and, like, throw stuff or whatever? Why don't you, like, start a riot over it? It's dumb. Welcome to the end of the journey's head. Might be our first visitor from the Mysterium since Alice arrived. It's not much, but it's home for the afflicted and a handful of carers. Hey, you're the one that said 7. Afflicted? You don't know? Raid for what? We're writing. Also, I think our posture's gotten a little screwy. I don't think I've met anyone besides Ase who's so unfamiliar with our situation here. Most folk have grown up knowing someone who knew someone. Now, I might leave out something obvious, so maybe best to have Alice give you the full explanation. Oh, they riot because somebody got number 67 on their order list. I seem to recall you give me crap over things I say when I just woke up. Yeah, we're gonna be playing League of Legends, Zarek. Now, where is she? Too far? Too far. No, I think she might be on patrol. You can wait, I suppose. Why not go and surprise her? She usually takes a look at things from the watchtower first. Might be able to catch you there. It's not far. Head out to this outside and you'll soon see it. I'll stay behind in case she comes back while you're gone. Oh, that's a tune off, also. There it is. Yeah, well, it's just a trend. It's a meme. And everybody knows like teenagers and kids are silly. I say there's nowhere to be seen, but just about fresh footprints on the ground. They look to be about the right size. Oh, these footprints. Footprints lead off to the northwest. Let's continue to the northwest. Indeed. I am what I am, and I will not apologize for that. Footprints curve around to the west. All these guys. They're close together, too. Oh, thank you for the pets. I appreciate it. Wow, this bird's got all over. Did you get in a fight here? More tracks at the end of the message disturbs hand. Well, that is a wall of... Is that frozen water from the flood? Sin Eater!
Back here!
And Alice!
Is that... It can't be.
Don't miss your landing. Impressive.
Just a lesser sin eater. Nothing to write home about. I knew you'd turn up sooner or later, but I had been hoping for sooner.
Let's focus in on her crotch for some reason. Or butt, or whatever.
How are you?
I thought she'd be taller after 3 years. Or no, she's been here a year, hasn't she? When did the elves hit their growth spurt? Also, there are elves in this universe. Check. I think they call them elves. I'm, what is it? Mistel?
We've fought them to a standstill then. The Exarch did say that the Empire seemed to have drawn back when he last looked in on the source. But without knowing for sure how fast time was passing there, I couldn't help worrying that a lot might have happened since then. I'm heartily relieved to hear that it hasn't, just as Alphino must have been. As you can imagine, both he and Urianger were desperate to hear the news from home when I arrived. I haven't actually seen Thancred and Y'shtola yet, but they will have heard all the latest developments from the Exarch by now, or should have at least.
I've heard that before. Like, something about, like, the closer the boots are to the skirt or something. I don't know. I guess both of our stockings are close to our skirts.
When I think of how frantic Tataru and the others must be, I want nothing more than to rush back and reassure them. But we still haven't found a way to reverse the summoning. And even if we had, we couldn't just ignore Urianger's vision.
I mean, it meant.
He may use 10 words where one would suffice, and they may often obscure as much as they reveal. But on this matter, he was as clear as day. I do not doubt for one moment that he saw what he claims. Nor how difficult it must have been to speak
Oh,
about
I was getting
them.
late.
The 8th Umbral Calamity and your death aren't exactly topics for idle conversation. As much as I might want to go home, I don't want to go home to that. We can't allow the rejoining to happen, which means we have to save the first from the Sin Eaters. That great wall of white is a remnant of the Flood. 100 years ago, the balance in the First tipped decisively in favor of light. From that moment, it rose and swelled with each passing day, and then, without warning, it burst forth like water from a broken dam. A colossal wave of pure light, drowning everything in its wake. Only Norvrant was spared. For the most part, living things are composed of ether of various different aspects. But when exposed to such a flood, their etheric harmony is shattered, and their natural form breaks down.
My eyes glazed over a little bit.
Then they either perish, or are warped into mindless abominations. Yes, that's how the Sin Eaters came to be. They were once living creatures, or people, that were caught in the path of the Flood. Once the change is wrought, there is no going back. In that instant, they are gripped by an insatiable appetite for ether, and will happily gorge themselves on any living thing within reach.
Zombies.
But even that is not the worst of it. The stronger Sin Eaters can plant light in us, like seeds in soil, corrupting our ether and triggering the birth of new monstrosities. They are creatures of base instinct that exist only to feed and to multiply. They feel no pity, know no remorse, and are utterly deaf to reason, which is why they must be destroyed. Every last one of them. The infirmary is full of the Sin Eaters' victims, left here to spend their final hours waiting for the change to overtake them.
Oh, he's choking to death. It's just a matter of time, more for some, less for others. Those patients will all become monsters in the end. Really? And had insult to injury, the afflicted are feared, shunned, cast out of society, and exiled here to the edge of the world. The only good thing I have to say about this hellish place is that it has served me well as a training ground. Tessie and others have also been kind enough to share their knowledge of the Sin Eaters. Which is knowledge I can now share with you. While you help me finish my patrol, of course. Alright. It is time to stop, unfortunately. We have found Alice Ace, but we're going to pop in here back into town. Just for convenience sake. And we're going to hop out. So thank you all for joining me on this lovely Tuesday. We'll be back tomorrow with more chess puzzles and Final Fantasy. Hopefully I'll remember to turn on the music tomorrow for chess puzzles. But no promises on that note. Hugs! So good night, everyone. Sleep well, have good dreams, and hope to see you guys here tomorrow. And yeah, okay, I'll do a quick attempt at streaming a video to see if I can make it work. Big Fox? Big Fox. See if I can make it work properly. So good night, everyone. Sleep well, have good dreams. I'm going to do that quick test before I forget. Nothing special. I'm just going to be briefly streaming a few minutes of an old video. I'm just going to grab something random from my hard drive, of which I have hundreds of videos. So rest assured, it will be soon. Okay. Good night, everyone. Fox out. Good night.